We have the Mike D, Mike Cianci, known as the Mike D. You can check him out on Instagram. And so Mike D is a musician as well as a dad and husband and all-around good guy. Molly, I'd like to learn a little bit more about you and your involvement with Porchfest first. Good morning, Molly. Thanks for coming in to WCHE Studios. I know it's a long climb up here to the studio audience is very excited to have you here, Molly. Did you take the elevator or the stairs up here to the 17th floor?
Just walked a straight line.
Okay, beautiful. All right, sometimes the elevator's out. But yeah, we're up here on the 17th floor. 10th floor is the jingle department, Mike. You could always stop by there on your way back down.
Definitely will.
Check it out. We have some good jingles we play here. They do a great job. Molly, what is your involvement with Porchfest?
So I got involved by thanking at the time, the president of the Westchester Green Team after the first year that Porchfest happened, which was in 2022.
That was the very first Porchfest?
Yes.
2022.
And it came about, the Green Team committee had gotten together after COVID and said, how can we get people to come back outside and enjoy everything? And one of the members lived in Ithaca, New York, and she said, there's this event called Porchfest. And they're like, let's do it. So a few people did it in 2022, and there were about 40 hosts and about 25 bands.
Wow. You had more porches than you had bands on the porches.
Well, part of Porchfest is also promoting the Green Team, which is an environmental organization.
That was my next question. What is this Green Team committee?
Westchester Green Team is an environmental committee that tries to proffer and educate people about plastic free, about dark skies, living landscapes, and things like that.
Oh, what do you mean by dark skies?
So dark skies, as it's been shown, all the ambient light affects lightning bugs, birds. It affects lots of things. So they are trying to educate people about how to keep ambient light down.
I love that. We could get into some real rabbit holes on that one.
Yes.
But I think there was a time in our history where people would, crawl out of their little hovel or cave or tent or whatever and look up at the sky and, be in awe of the wonderment of our vast universe. And I think that doing that versus not doing that has changed many, many things societally, just about us as human animals. I never really thought about how it affects things like lightning bugs and birds before. I don't know why. I just never thought about it. How does it affect birds?
Well, I am not.
You're not up on that.
I'm not up on that, but I do know Carolyn Committa would look out at Everhart Park, and she said, I don't see as many lightning bugs as usual.
Wow.
So she asked the borough if they could dim the overhead lights at the park. And they did. They put in a different type of bulb, and the lightning bugs
Get out of here.
Are coming back. Yeah.
Huh.
But
all right. Eric, write this down. It's like Van Wilder. I got to tell him to write things down. We got to bring in somebody from the Green Team committee because I am now fascinated. I am self-diagnosed with ADHD, so now I will hyper-focus on dark skies and ambient lighting now for the next 5 minutes.
Well, if you come out to Porchfest on Saturday,
I get to meet
between
somebody.
1 to 7, we will have a porch related to dark skies and other environmental porches.
All right, now I'm coming. I was going to come. I was kind of going to come, but I've heard Mike sing before, so I don't really, Heard him once, heard him twice.
Come on.
No, I'm just kidding. Of course, I'll come out to support you. But I love the idea of Porchfest. I think it's a great idea. I can't believe it's only been since 2022.
Yeah, and it's grown. 2022, I think big. We had about 2,500 people, and last year there were about 8,000.
All right, so you met somebody on the Green Team committee, and you're like, hey, this is such a great idea. And they're like, good, welcome aboard. You're now on the team, and because everybody wants to, anytime I say, oh, what a cool thing. People are like, oh, you should come to the next meeting. They want to get you in on it, right?
Yeah, but I restricted my involvement with the green team to just Porchfest.
Yeah. Many hands make light work.
Yes.
So I think that's it's when people talk about doing things that make impact, it is, I think, things like this. You're affecting your, people worry about all these other crazy things that happen in the world. I'm like, well, what are you going to do about it? And they're like, well, I can't really do anything, but what can you do? Right? It's the old Michael Jackson adage, the person in the mirror, the man in the mirror kind of thing. Awesome. So what do you do then do you have like a special, do you have like a title? Are you like chief porch manager?
I guess I've taken on.
What is your job?
Organizer.
Organizer.
I'm the chief organizer.
That sounds, do you like organizing?
I do,
okay.
Actually.
Some people love it.
It fits my personality, and I'm retired, so I had the time.
Okay.
We have a committee, a Porchfest committee.
Yeah.
And
how many people sit on the committee?
Right now, there's 6 of us.
How do you get on the committee? Is it like a vote?
No vote. Just you want to do some work.
You just want to be on there.
Volunteer.
But you're going to
all
do some
volunteer.
Work. All right.
And sponsorships are the worst part in my personal opinion.
So what do you need sponsorships for? Like what like if somebody like, hey, you can come and I'm going to donate my porch. Well, that's free.
Everything's free.
Okay.
Except closing the streets.
Oh, now we get to talking about the real nuts and bolts.
Yeah.
Behind Porchfest, right? You got to close a street.
And Public Works, because we have food trucks and 8,000 people creates lots of trash.
Oh.
So our biggest nut.
Why can't we be like the Japanese and just take our trash with us?
That's how it should be.
That's what we did the first 2 years. We went and bought Burrow bags, and every host put out a recycling can and a trash can with a Burrow bag in it.
And then what happened?
The
humans came in?
Yeah.
And acted like humans?
Yes.
And they're like, oh, it's not my job to pick up my trash.
And the borough just said that they would prefer if they took that on.
I gotcha. Yeah. Isn't it funny, though? Like, and I'm only saying this because, well, Mike, you know Eric Bixler. He's a member of our wonderful gym at CrossFit Westchester. But he he went on a trip.
917 Old Fern Hill Road. 917
Old Fern Hill Road. That is correct. It was just his birthday yesterday. Shout out to Eric Bixler. It was his birthday. Happy birthday. Of course, he had a great birthday because he got to work out with me. He had it was just me and him at noon. Still fun, Clay. Anyway, my point was he went to Japan, and he was just infatuated with how clean it was. And it is because, one, they don't walk around with stuff. Like, they're not getting coffee and then walking around with it. They go to a place. Mike, have you been to Japan? You're nodding over there.
I've not been to Japan, but I've heard about it.
Okay.
Yes.
So I was just going to ask if you've been. Molly, have you been to Japan? All right. So they don't have a thing where like they get coffee and drink it on the run. They go and like, no, I'm right here in this moment drinking coffee, and now I will now go on to my other thing. So they don't. One, that reduces the opportunity for littering because you just dump your trash before you go somewhere. And then the other thing, they have just agreed as a society, we are not going to litter. And I just think that's amazing. Like, why can't we get on board with that? Why can't we just, it's such a simple thing. Raise your hand if you want to litter. Nobody's going to raise their hand. Eric, stop that. Damn you, Eric. He's such a contrarian. I don't know why we can't just say, hey, I'm not going to litter.
Well, it's common sense.
It is. Well, it's not.
It's common sense that you shouldn't litter.
It is common sense. You would think we would just go, but I don't. People just throw. I have my trash. I'll just throw it out my window.
Someone else will pick it up.
Somebody else will pick it up.
And the fact that for some reason our country, we're always in such a hurry to get somewhere.
We are. For what?
And nobody wants to just sit down and enjoy their meal, or students. Constantly. Just, let's get a to-go bag. And
I got to go. I got to get on. I got Alan Watts. I've been listening and reading about Alan Watts, and it's like the big scam. The scam, and hurry up to then what? At the end, where you're dead. That's hey, listen, here's the big joke. None of us are getting out of this whole thing alive. I've said it like a million times. Like, And so that's why I like to bring people in studio when we can. And we're sitting here having a conversation, not, you're a jerk. No, you're a jerk. And then I can just turn off I don't have to deal with any consequences. I can just say whatever I want. Yeah.
But not through Zoom like my work is all the time now. I can't stand it. I'm a people person.
Yeah, I think, the whole Teams meeting, there's so many memes and jokes about that. And right, so Porchfest developing out of this idea of like, we're all, no, just separate you, keep you isolated, whatever, and like, how do we get back out?
And what a better way than music? And
music brings people together. Cue that song up. Come on, just give me like 10 seconds of it.
What the one from earlier?
Yeah, come on. Let me just come on. Crank it up. Come on, crank it up. I want to blow Molly's ears out. Have you ever heard this song, Molly?
Of course I have.
Well, Eric has it.
Eric's like half all of our ages.
Exactly.
Look, the whole studio audience has their hands in the air. Love is the answer, man. Let it shine, baby. All right, that was it. That's all I needed. It does. Music does bring us all together. I was so lucky I got to go to New Edition. Do you know who New Edition is, Molly?
I do.
All right. Beautiful. We're on track. And it was like them, and out of New Edition, they went in their solo careers like Bobby Brown and Belle Biv DeVoe, et cetera, et cetera. Tony Braxton was there. What a great concert. And as I'm sitting there at the Leacore Center, it's a more intimate setting. I think there was, what did we say how many seats there were there? 10,000? No, 20,000.
Is there that many there?
No, 10,000. 10,000 seats?
Say, that's not exactly a small venue.
Basketball stadium is like 10,000, right?
Yeah, 10,200. So 10,200.
Okay. So 10,000 seat, right, more intimate setting. And, it's Center City, Philadelphia. And it's that era of 80s and up. People watching was amazing. The outfits, people were all, all
coming in the
up.
80s.
What's that?
Coming in the 80s.
Oh, yeah, 80s, 90s, great stuff.
The best times.
I mean, it was good times. And it was just, there was a moment during the concert where I just looked around. Nobody was worrying about it. We were all just there experiencing this moment together, right? And just nostalgic, thinking about the first time you heard that song. Oh, man, what a great feeling that is. It's a great feeling. And if you can tap into that, what a cool thing. So
Porchfest offers all kinds of music. You can go from, there is one porch that has kids, age 10 to 15, I guess, doing hardcore punk, and all the way to an indie group out of Philadelphia, to solo musicians like Mike Dee here. It's just to 7-piece bands, jazz bands, lots of rock and roll.
Yeah.
And it's amazing how many musicians are right here in Westchester.
Westchester is sort of this pocket. It's always given me this, like, because of like when things like this happen and there's so much participation in such a small area. That's what part of what gives Westchester like a city feel, right? Because there's a lot. Like people really, especially artist stuff. Like we do the studio tour.
Which is this weekend. So you can on top of Porchfest is the studio tour. There's like 52, I think, studios you can go see. There's some in town. Some are on the ancillary outside of town. So many cool artists and different medias. And then there's like the gallery walk. I think that was a week or two ago. It's the first Friday of each month.
First Friday, right, because that's the hot dog eating contest, and then it's the gallery walk. So, there's so many cool things that go on in town. It's like, I'm always like, wow, there's always something going on. Now, some people, I think, get annoyed by that. Do you ever come across that? What are the big complaints? As the organizer, I'm sure, right? So we were talking about all these good things, but I like to paint an actual picture.
The big complaints
What's the big complaint?
are
Trash.
residents having to move their cars off the streets that are closed to traffic.
That is, listen, I live in the borough. I call it the borough parking Tetris.
Yes.
Right? Monday you can park here, but you can't park here Tuesday, and then Tuesday you can't park on that street because we're cleaning the streets or whatever. I get it.
But this year, and actually the last 2 years, Westchester University has offered us a free shuttle. So there's free parking at Westchester University lots M and Q, and a shuttle that will drop you at Price in South Darlington all day, 12:30 to 7:30.
How often are they running?
Continuously.
Just continuously.
They just do the circle.
Make a loop.
Just keep making the loop. So
that's
please,
amazing.
People who are listening, utilize it.
The people that complain about the parking in the borough on Facebook, you can come and park for free.
There you go. The studio audience is ecstatic about that.
And our website has other lists of other places to park, garages and whatnot. So
I love that.
That's the biggest complaint. What other complaint?
I get that.
No beer garden is a complaint.
No beer garden. Well, listen. All right, to all the drunks out there, just put it in your little sippy cup and keep it cool.
No, Steve.
Oh, don't do that. Oh, yeah. Well, no, this is just coffee.
Again, I hate to be the person who needs to say this, but please.
Yeah, don't be going around all drunk and acting all wild and out.
Because the police will enforce.
That's right.
There's an ordinance. No
walking around with alcohol.
Exactly.
Right. I stand corrected.
Thank you, Steve.
Unless you're on your own public property.
You're going to get
your own private property.
There you go.
That's what I meant to say, Molly. I apologize.
You're going to get a couple people arrested.
Please.
Listen, man.
We've never had an incident.
Yeah, there's not going to be one this year. There's not going to be one this year.
And there's plenty of really good food trucks.
Molly, why are you winking at me? Why are you going like this? Wink, wink.
Stop.
No, I'm just kidding. She's not doing that. Or is she? You don't know. You're on radio. Yes, public drunkenness. We're not allowed to have that. I always joke. I joke around with Eric that breweries were designed for adults with kids who are alcoholics. They just want to have a place they can take their kid and get drunk. It's not about the beer. That fancy beer stinks.
That's a false statement.
I know. I'm saying that on purpose. I'm getting Mike all riled up. I know he's a craft beer guy. He loves all those fruity tooty craft beers and milkshakes and stouts and juicy whatevers.
And breweries.
He loves a good brewery.
He's got to do the Winterfest next year.
That's right. Maybe you should come. You could be like our expert on hand. Eric and I, we're novices. We went to Kennett Winterfest, and they have how many breweries were represented? I don't know.
It was a lot.
It was 100. It was 100 little samples of beer. You give you a little glass, but 100 of them, they add up.
Right.
Don't they, Eric?
Yeah.
I know, Eric. I had to carry him out of there.
Yeah.
All right,
He's a lightweight.
I'm going to put it on my calendar. Special guest.
Winterfest. They do a wine thing.
In the Summerfest, yeah.
Summerfest, where if you're into wine, I guess. I don't know. It could be fun. I had a great time. We had a lot of fun. So, all right, no drinking. Don't be a curmudgeon out there. Got it, Molly.
Thank you.
All right, we'll nail that down.
There's 109 bands this year.
Is that record-breaking?
It's about the same as last year.
It's about the same.
But we had about 128 people sign up to play.
Okay.
And we just couldn't fit them.
Yeah.
And it's first come, first serve.
First come, first serve. I like it.
Try to be all-inclusive.
Yeah. Now, let's say you had a band one year, and they kind of stunk. Boo. And then they're like, hey, we want to play next year. And you're like, well, do you make a little mental note, a little check mark, and be like, well, let's let some new people play? No?
When the website opens up, the performer site, whoever signs up first, I place them, and I just go down the list.
That's it. All right. There's nobody's whispering in your ear, hey, Molly, here's $20. No, you can't be bought.
I wish I could be more choosy, but that's
I got
the green team is.
That's how they do it.
That's how we do it.
All right. Well, listen, hey, I'm open for fair game and first come, first serve, and if you want to be on there, cool.
And I feel like if you have the courage to stand on someone's porch and play music, even if you're not that great, more power to you.
Well, we're going to get into that in a second. I don't disagree with you, not one iota. I just, in the sake of variety's sake, I like to steel man these things. But yeah, you don't want to turn it into. I think the idea of Porchfest is fun. We were kind of talking about that with karaoke. Molly, you've been to karaoke before?
Yeah,
okay.
Of course.
Do you have like a go-to song?
No.
Just whatever pops into your head?
I am very open.
Oh, look at you. Freewheeling Molly. All right. Mike, do you have a go-to song if you do karaoke?
Honestly, I'm not. Karaoke makes me very uncomfortable.
Oh.
I don't sing at karaoke.
Why is that?
I don't know. I don't.
Now, Eric, do you find that as a fellow musician yourself?
I don't sing at karaoke either.
Yeah, you don't like it.
I mean,
well, you're not a singer.
I'd prefer
You're
to
a
watch other
guitarist.
people. Yeah.
You're a musician.
Yeah. Steve's go-to is Barbie Girl.
That is false, first of all.
Even after a few drinks, Mike?
I like to watch other people, but it's as funny as this sounds, I don't like to be the center of attention. So, I'm uncomfortable. Even when I play music, I'm uncomfortable up there.
Okay.
So, to go to a barn and sing I feel like I need
There's not enough prep.
I feel like I need my guitar to hide behind.
Oh,
Because you can look down at your guitar when you're singing.
You can.
You don't
Yeah.
have to look at the audience.
I know we'll get into this in a bit, but for Porchfest, I'm playing with a band.
Yeah.
And then I'm doing a solo set too.
Yeah.
And with the band, there's a song that I do mostly singing and not guitar playing, and it's uncomfortable for me to stand up there without strumming my guitar.
Yeah.
As weird as it sounds.
That's not weird. I hear that from a lot of my husband's a musician and he plays guitar and he's trying to get into singing more.
Yeah.
And he says exactly what you just said, Mike.
Yeah, I think that's interesting. I want to explore that a little deeper in a second. Molly, is there anything else that anybody listening that we need to know about Porchfest? There's a website.
westchesterporchfest.com. There's all kinds of stuff on social media. About parking, about what events, the schedule's out. There's an interactive map.
Yeah, the interactive map. Is that new this year?
No, we did it, I think. This is the third year.
Maybe it's just new. It's new to me. I don't think I've ever paid attention to it, but there's an interactive map. Tell me about the interactive map. How's that work?
So you can click on any one of the numbers, and it will show you exactly what band's playing, what time, and there's a link to their music.
Oh, very
cool. You can listen to it.
Oh, a link to their music. Yeah. That's cool.
The schedule also has that.
Wow, that's really neat.
Goes by hour, has the name of the band and a link, and a description of the music.
All right. This is probably, since you talked about sponsorship, because there is a cost, right? There's a cost to putting events together, like road closures and having police involvement and safety and then sanitation and those kinds of things, of course. And I think that's great. There's always something involved somewhere. Are you ever amazed at how things line up for you when things like that happen? When you're like, man, here's this new hurdle that's in front of me, this obstacle. What do I do about fixing that? And then all of a sudden, boom, here comes the thing.
I am constantly surprised at how people will help you if you ask.
Yeah.
Every time, exactly what you just said. It's like, how are we going to raise all this money for these costs? And for instance, I have to do a shout out to the Westchester Downtown Foundation, because they have been very supportive. I don't want to not mention all our other sponsors, but there's not enough time. But they are our presenting sponsor, and they have been for 3 years now.
Amazing.
And they support it, and it always amazes me how generous they can be.
I mean, this all goes back to some other things that I tend to talk about is, as a libertarian, not to get political on you, but the idea that if we just took care of our own backyard more, that we would be more involved in our community. I see where my money goes, right? It if something's happening bad in another spot of the world, in our country, in our state, in our county even, it's not that I don't care. I'm never going to care as much as the person that's there in that community that's affected. Does that make sense?
Yes.
It's not a lack of empathy. It is just it's just the nature. It is the truth of nature. Like if I spill coffee on my lap, you're going to go, "Ooh, I know what that feels like. Oh, that must suck." You're not going to be as affected as me. I care about the coffee on my lap. It's my lap. It's my coffee, or whatever that looks like, or whatever that, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And so I think that part of things like this should teach us about like stewardship of our own community and impact, and that we can like collaborate as our superpower. And I feel like part of a problem societally, and this is sort of like Porchfest to me, is a bit of a social experiment a little bit, right? Bringing people together, having a good time. How do we make it all happen? Like, how many people are on your committee with you?
The Porchfest committee?
Yeah.
There's 6 of us right now.
6. All right. And then there's 100 and some bands and however many porches, and like how many people reside in the borough? I don't know. Do you know, like an off population? What?
Actually, I don't know.
Eric, look that up.
Yep.
But we have 69 porches involved this year.
69. So
which
69 families.
Right.
You've got Westchester University, which is obviously pretty big.
24,000 in Westchester.
24,000 people, right? So it's the power of, your whatever, that tribe, community part of things, and what you can do in a like-minded group versus just giving away your power and like, oh, they'll take care of it. Kind of like going back to the trash thing. Somebody else will take care of it.
And people do assume that it's gone so well in the past that it's just going to
keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they realize, people who are involved in it, like the performers and the hosts, are always saying thank you for putting it together. It's a great event. It happens to be one of my favorite events, obviously. And it does. It brings people from all over. Bands. We have bands coming from New Jersey, from Delaware, from Philadelphia. It's wonderful. And we're going to have wonderful weather.
You have a lot of, I noticed from the website, like kids' activities too, right?
Yes, we do. Yeah.
Face painting.
There's face painting. There's a new one this year where a woman who lives, I think, right on the outskirts of the borough, raises rabbits. And they have an obstacle course. So there is going to be an obstacle course at Everhart Park at the play shed. And then kids can hold a rabbit in a basket, and they're going to tell a story about some rabbit in another part of the world.
Interesting.
So that's a new one.
Okay.
And the library has a porch where they are going to have free books to give away and have some crafts. The Art Association has a porch where they have arts and crafts for the kids. One of the hosts, who is hosting 3 bands, she's an interior designer. She's having crafts for kids. And then you'll see pop-up stuff happen.
Have fun.
Kids will be out there making bracelets for people. And it's just, as you come back to, it is a community event.
Food trucks. Where are the food trucks at?
They're all going to be in the 200 block of West Union.
200 block of West Union.
And then some on South New between West Union and Dean. And a new one this year, which I'm excited about, is called Momos of Tibet. It's going to be dumplings for the vegetarians and non-vegetarians.
Okay.
And a few others.
I'm on the Westchester.
Try to mix it up.
Porchfest website here has the 2026 schedule and map, parking, shuttle map, street closures. There's a spot for sponsors and donations, so that's pretty cool.
And merch.
Oh, let me check on this here. Let me go on the merch. Let me see what you got here. Who designed the poster?
So 3 years ago,
it's a cool poster.
One of our committee members came up with the idea of doing a shout out to local artists.
Oh, yeah.
To come up with a poster.
I love that. Like a contest.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Brian Egan, who's one of our committee members.
Brian Egan. Shout out Brian Egan.
He did this, and we got the first year we had quite a few submissions all the way. So we sent flyers to the high schools, to the university, just did shout outs about it. We had quite a few the first year. It has dwindled down. The last 2 years, it's been a graphic artist named Bree Dillon, who's done the last 2 years. And the year before that, Leslie Fournay, I believe it is.
Cool.
And we actually even have, I'm sorry, Steve, I interrupted you. We have posters. They're not on the merch page, but we have them available on Saturday from 2022 forward. The first year was just a bunch of pictures of different porches.
Okay.
And the second year, I can't picture it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I got to say 2024 probably is my favorite.
Me too.
That's my favorite too.
I mean, that probably speaks to our age a little bit.
Yeah.
It reminds me of a little bit of a Beatles kind of Yellow Submarine, Woodstocky look to it. Yeah, that's Eric. What do you think?
I agree. I would say that was Woodstock was the first thing I thought of.
It's the most eye-catching.
Yeah.
Not that the others are not cool. It's just that one happens to hit me.
Yeah.
You know, that's the beauty of art. It hits people different.
Like a vintage feel.
And this year's is at the bottom.
Yeah.
You have to scroll down.
I have the 2024 one framed and hanging in my basement. It's cool.
Oh.
Yeah, this year with like the guitar I'm singing, I think that one's pretty cool as well.
Yeah.
So the original, Brie came out, originally the purple in the poster was bright pink.
Oh.
And a few people approached me and said, I don't think men, well, not all men, but I think you're going to have a problem selling them.
Because it's bright pink.
So we had it changed to purple.
I mean, I like purple over pink.
Right.
I could see the color there.
So,
just like red might be too much.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think it looks nice too. I'm a man that has no problem wearing pink.
Maybe I should have done both.
Yeah, that looks it does look really nice, and I mean maybe
I'd have to see them side by side.
Yeah, I'd have to see them side by side
to say which one I would like better. Yeah, I have a few pink things in my wardrobe, so I don't know, and I always get complimented on it, typically by either gay men or other women. Not that means anything. Whatever.
You said it though.
I did say it,
so it does mean something.
I mean, yeah. So
my kids will often
they're like, "Oh, that's a great shirt."
My kids often make fun of my style choices
because you don't have one.
No, well, I think they're jealous because I'm more stylish than they are.
Well, your style is you, right? That's what makes style.
Yes.
Which is kind of, it's funny. And the whole fashion thing, we've talked about that, some of the ridiculousness of fashion. It's
and I like whatever to match. Like my hat and my shirt match today. Yes, my shoes and my socks match.
Yeah. Yeah. You're very coordinated.
Very, very, very coordinated, matchy person.
Well, I don't know. Everybody has their thing, so I think it's fine.
The mugs are new this year on the merch.
Yes, and thank you, Porchfest and Molly, for I got a mug and a poster.
You're very welcome.
Thank you very much. I should have you sign it, Molly.
They go around and get all the signatures from the bands.
No,
not the bands, the organizers.
That's true. I was saying with the poster.
Same thing.
That's a lot of it's before Porchfest actually starts at 1:00.
Yeah.
Many of the bands are already there to unload or leave their gear, and they walk around. They're always buying posters, and I think they go and have the band sign it and put it up.
Yeah, I think that's cool. If you're like, if I were more musically inclined, that would be a cool thing.
Well, so you're not, so thank you for having us all the more.
I mean, I like music and all that stuff. I just think I like supporting Westchester and all the things that we do here in the borough. And, we are the hub. We are the county seat for a reason. So I love to get these things out. And I shouldn't say I'm not a music person. I guess, I don't know.
You're always singing at the gym. Dancing. You're dancing
You're
in the
right.
class.
I do. I like music, and I like all kinds of music.
Well, you should look at the schedule because there's the majority is rock and roll cover bands.
Yeah.
But there is a lot of other.
Eric has heard me. I have threatened that I've wanted to. I think even Mike I've spoken to about this for 2 years. I've had this idea. The seed has been planted in the back of my head. I like yacht rock.
There is a yacht rock band playing at the Ironworks Church stage.
Oh, I did not know that.
At 4 o'clock?
4 o'clock. That's past my bedtime.
Well, that's also the
same time you're playing.
Yeah, the
right.
Parking Lot
Profits debut inaugural gig.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't miss that.
I can't miss that for sure. I'll have to look at the name of the band, but in the past few years, I have caught on to. There are many of these. I don't know, yacht rock tribute bands, I guess, but
right.
Yacht rock genre, it's like become a thing, and they are like it has exploded in the past couple years.
Yeah.
And
there's a few of them actually.
Yeah. Okay.
Go ahead. I interrupted.
No. Listen, we're having a conversation.
Okay.
I don't call it interrupting. Did you know with neurodivergent people, they actually appreciate that? They don't call it interrupting. It's a back and forth. Non-neurodivergent people actually get upset about that. They're like, "Oh, you interrupted me." It's like, no, we're talking. You say something, and then it elicits a response. So I love that. Anyway, I've threatened to put together a yacht rock ensemble. I have a name for it and everything.
I want to hear the name.
The Dub C Dingies.
Well, there's already the Dub C Daddies out there.
I know one of the members of the Dub C Daddies, and that's
right.
what kind of made me think of it. The Dub C Dingies, right? Big sound with a little boat.
That's right.
I like it.
Isn't that kind of fun?
Do it.
I might. I don't know.
That's how my husband's band came to be. Our daughter who is also a musician, who will also be playing at Porchfest. She joined. It was Build a Band at the time, and all these parents were out in the waiting room waiting for the kids to get done, and they all started talking, and they're like, "Do you play an instrument?" "Well, yeah, I used to have a rock band in high school."
Yeah.
So they put together a band called Not Quitting Our Day Jobs.
Not Quitting Our Day Jobs.
And that is exactly where they all came from.
I love that.
So there you go.
I think there's a lot of
Dub C Dingies. Go for it.
Dub C Dingies.
So your husband's in that band?
Yes.
And I might be wrong. Is Tim Parecka in that band too?
Yes.
Yeah, Tim used to be my boss years ago.
Okay. And his wife Daria is also now vocalist in the band.
Oh, I did not know that.
Oh. And they are, what is the name of the band again?
Not Quitting Our Day Jobs.
Not Quitting Our Day Jobs.
And my
I love
daughter's
that.
band is
it
Pelted.
sets the expectation low. Not Quitting Our Day Jobs. I like that. And then you undersell and over-deliver. I love that.
They do.
Beautiful. All right, so sitting next to you, Molly, one of our Porchfest performers. Not only is he going to be on one porch, 2 porches, Eric. This guy.
At the same time?
Not at the same time.
At the same time.
That would be something to see. Good question. Silly. He's so silly. So we have the Mike D, Mike Cianci. Good morning.
How are you?
Great. Thank you for introducing and bringing Molly along here for this. Mike. I really appreciate that because I would have reached out. It was last minute. I'm very last minute when I bring guests on. I'm kind of like, hey, what are you doing next Thursday? But I want you to know, Molly, from now in perpetuity, you are welcome to come on at any time. You can come in studio or give us a call, even if you don't have time to come in. I know sometimes people are like, oh, that's like my morning. I have a job and whatever. And let us know about Porchfest.
Thank you, I will.
Yeah, you could call and be like, hey, it's Molly from Porchfest, and we'll be like, hey, Molly, how's it going? And hey, just want to let you know we're putting out our thing for anybody who wants to, we're submitting we're accepting submissions for our next poster or artwork for the up and coming whoever's. And we can be involved in that. Or hey, start submitting your porch submissions, or if you want to be in Porchfest, you're a band. Now we're accepting that, and kind of take us along the way and build us up to Porchfest.
Okay, that sounds like a great idea.
That'd be
Thank
great.
you, Steve.
Yeah, and we can have you on after Porchfest. We'll do a little recap.
We should put it on the books.
We'll be out there. So Eric and I often, and then we have a couple other people here at the station where when we go to these events, we make put it on our social media. We do some man on the street interviews and things about what people are saying. Then we tag the organizations that we're going, like the Kennett Collaborative. Is that what they're called, Eric?
Yeah, kind of, collaborative, yeah.
Yeah, kind of collaborative.
Had to make sure for a second, yes.
Yes, the kind of collaborative. They're like a green team committee, like a Porchfest committee type thing in the Kennett area, where they're bringing small business, artisans, et cetera, et cetera. You know, it's like one of these things. Hey, what do? We got this space. Let's bring people together.
Have you guys been to they have an event on top of the parking garage, a music event?
I've heard in Westchester?
No,
or
in Kennett.
I have.
No, I have not.
Oh, what's it called?
I know in Westchester
it's up on the roof.
Started something,
right? That's a thing.
Well,
up on
here,
the roof.
Up on the roof is to benefit the Downtown Foundation.
Mm-hmm.
Fundraiser.
Yeah. When is that? Or did that already happen? Or is it happening?
It's in the summer sometime.
It's in the summer,
yeah,
right? I think it is. I think you're right, Mike.
Yeah, August or September. I went. I don't remember.
I always talk about going and wanting to go, and then it's like one of those things I just am not aware enough about, and then then it's like, oh, I see it on Facebook after it happened. I hate that. I'll see it after it happened.
But Kennett uses the top level of the parking garage, closes it off to cars, and it's on a sort of a hill. Mm-hmm. And they have a band playing, and people just bring their own chairs, your own food.
Oh, cool.
And you sit there and you listen to some great music outside under the stars.
Oh, neat.
So.
Up on the roof is not like that. That's more of a fancy schmancy event, isn't it?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it costs a couple clams to get up there on the roof.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, it's not free. You're not bringing your own chair up there, Eric.
Again, it's for a good cause.
But it is for a good cause, right? Yeah, why not?
It's a fundraiser.
Fundraisers.
Exactly.
It should be fundraiser.
That's what Porchfest is.
That's what I used to think. It was a fundraiser. Now it's fun.
All free and fun.
All right.
Back to Mike.
Back to Mike. Mike, thank you so much for coming in.
Sure.
I've known you for how many years now?
5 years, I think.
5
6
years. Yeah, we met. You were at another place, and then you realized that place sucked, and then you came to my gym. CrossFit Westchester, that's how you met. And a couple of people kind of came with you. It was after, in all fairness, not that the other place sucked. It was just after COVID, and I think we were open up. We were like really trying to open up. We were trying to stay open.
Yeah.
And other places, were just, they weren't sure, whatever. We just knew that during the pandemic, after the pandemic, and long before the pandemic, how important a lot of times there's a term for it now, your third place. You have your home and then work, and then people have a third place. Typically it had been like a church or some other type of community or tribe, social event things. The gym is vastly taking up that share space of people's third space, where they go and they have a sense of community and belonging, and it's just as important for people's mental health as it is for their physical health. And I remember one of our members, Mike, Nancy.
Yep.
I remember she had shared soon after the pandemic coming back to the gym, and her post on social media was, oh, it's so good to come back to my place. I feel so much better now that I can come back here. And everybody, obviously was out of concern, but a lot of people poo-pooed, oh, that doesn't look safe, it's not this, it's not that. And they kind of like crapped on, they yucked her yum, as I like to say. They yucked her yum. And I'm so protective of our community, number one. I was so upset that I was like, how dare you? How dare you? You're worried. You're coming from a place of fear and worrying about you. You're not worried about Nancy, or else you would have listened to what she said. This was important to her overall well-being, to be in a place that makes her feel better physically and mentally. And so why would you poo-poo that? And it just comes from a place of fixed mindset, shrinking away, fear, and that's never where anything great comes out of, unfortunately.
And people feel much more brazen online than they
you can
do
just
in
say
person.
stuff.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, like you would have never said like oh,
right.
Oh my.
Right.
That
never.
looks dangerous. Well,
yeah.
All right, well, you don't have to do it.
Well, tell her she's not invited to Porchfest.
Well, I don't know who those people were. It wasn't just one person. I was just
kidding.
aghast.
I'm just kidding.
No, I get it. I was just aghast, and I was upset because I know, people were already like, oh, is this, I'm heading back out into the world. They were already full of some of that, and to just yuck that on somebody and dump, project your own crap, I was really upset about. Anyway, so we've known each other 5 years, Mike.
And just to touch on that,
go ahead.
That's the whole COVID and lockdown is why I ended up coming to your gym, because, as you know, my cousin, the other Mike Cianci.
There's two Mike Ciancis at my gym.
Well, there was three. My uncle, he passed away just recently. But anyway, so
his name was Mike as well.
His name was Mike as well.
Yeah.
But none of us have the same middle name. It's weird, but
that's why you go by Mike D.
That's why I go by Mike D, because again, my cousin is, as you know, a very successful realtor in the area. So
I have heard a few things.
And he sponsors Porchfest, and I have on more than one occasion emailed the wrong Mike.
Well, it's easy to get him confused, right?
Yes. So
you hit Cianci in the old search bar for your email, and you're blasting out the wrong one.
So on social media, I am Mike D.
Mike D. The Mike D.
The Mike D. And Mike D.
And Mike D. You can find him on Instagram and Facebook. And Mike, I remember when I learned that you were a musician. Because I saw you were sharing, you were like, hey, I'm going to be playing some live music. Where was the first place you ever played live music out in public?
So the very first place, again, going back to the whole COVID and before COVID, before lockdown, I used to travel a lot for work, 2-3 weeks a month.
Yeah.
And then COVID happened, and I was stuck in my house.
I remember that. It was a dark time for you, because I know you would share things about the places you were traveling.
Yeah, I was fortunate to have traveled all over the world for,
and that's
for
pretty.
work.
I'm jealous of that. That's pretty cool.
But it affected me. It really affected me mentally. And like I said, I'm definitely a people person. I like to be around people. I like to interact with people. So besides joining CrossFit Westchester, because you were open, I started working right down the street at Align Space. I'd work there a couple of days a week just to get out of my house and, a change of scenery. And then they were having an open mic night. And growing up, I could play a couple chords on the guitar, but I could never play.
Now wait, that was your first spot playing? Mm-hmm. Was I at that one, or was I at the second one?
You were at. Well, the first time I played, I only played guitar. I did not sing. Adam Juntas. I talked to Adam Junta into singing. So he sang, because he was in band stuff before.
Right.
So like I said.
And he's a good singer.
He's a really good singer.
When he was a member of the gym, he would sing the national anthem when we did some community events.
He's an excellent singer.
He has a good voice.
So also, besides being stuck in the house, I was like, you know what? Music has always been very important to me. But like I said, I could play a couple chords, but I could never play a full song. So I'm like, all right, what am I going to do with some of my free time? I said, I'm going to learn to play. I want to learn to play one song all the way through. Okay. So I did that. And then, like I said, I was working at Align Space, and they were having an open mic night. So I really wanted to play the guitar, but like I said, I couldn't sing. Never sang in public. I wouldn't even sing in front of my wife or kids. So I said, Adam, if I play the guitar, will you sing? And he said, sure. And he did, and I loved it. So then after I was done, I was talking to another guy there that I met, and I said, I really want to try singing, but I'm not good at singing. I never sang before. I'm embarrassed and everything. And he said, do what I did. I took voice lessons for a year, and he said, you don't have to be great. You just have to not suck. So
do you have a good ear?
I mean, I can't. I'm not I can't play by ear.
No,
if that's what you're asking. So, and long story short, I found this amazing woman, Tony, and she offered voice lessons over Zoom. So I would take one lesson a month with her, just to learn the basics on how to sing. And then it was probably 3 months later, that's when you were there again at Align Space. They would have an open mic night every quarter. John Fay would host it. So then the second time I said, you know what, I'm gonna sing. So that the second open mic night at Alliance Space was the first time I played my guitar and sang in public.
John Fay is going to be at Porchfest.
Yes.
You saw that.
Yeah. Yeah.
How did you find the voice coach person?
A guy. So I found this thing called Fender Play, and it's an app, and I would put it on my phone, and that's how I learned like all the chords and how to play a song. And then they had a Facebook community, and then on the community I just posted on there, does anyone take voice lessons? Like, there are people from all over the world on the Facebook group. So I said, can anyone recommend someone that gives voice lessons like online? And so this guy from California that I still talk to, Joe, he said, use this person. They're great. So I started communicating with that guy, but then he got picked up by, I forget, somebody famous. I'm terrible at somebody famous, I forget. Mm-hmm. And he was going to play guitar in the band, and the guy was going on a world tour. Yeah, so he's like, hey, I'm going on tour next week. I can't give you voice lessons, but call this woman. You're going to love her. So I called this, like I said, this woman, Tony, and she's awesome. And then I found out after taking lessons with her for a while, like she lived in Los Angeles, and she would, I don't think I can say who her clients were, but like super world famous people she would give voice lessons to. That's some that still play and tour now will use her. So one time when I found that out, then I'm like, Tony, why do you want to work with me when you have all these famous people? And she said, because you're the type of client that I like the best. When I came there, I said, listen, I don't want to make a record. I don't want to go on tour. Yeah. All I want to do is be good enough to like sit in the corner at a bar or restaurant and play songs and not be terrible. And she's like, I like clients like you the best because you're doing it because you love it, not for money, not to get famous, not for any of that.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Well, I would throw this in the bin of being coachable. Right? When you're, I think you hit a hierarchy on the pyramid that, it starts to get narrower as we go up, and you're probably not surrounded by the biggest, you're not getting a diverse group that's saying like, I don't know, that song kind of sucked, or yeah, that's good, or
and he realized he needed help.
Yeah. What drives you to make you better? Right. And I think you get to a point maybe, when you're famous and people are like, oh yeah, it sounds great, where, it gets formulaic because I'm trying to, I'm hitch my wagon to you in one way or another, et cetera, et cetera. So that's very interesting.
And then you've played Porchfest every year, haven't you, Mike?
Not the first year.
All right. So when I started it, or took over it.
Yeah. And I went the first year to see John Fay. And I was like, I loved it. And then the next year I just submitted, I said, I'll play. And then you let me play. And it's been. And
you normally play on Doug Claney's porch, and you met him through CrossFit?
Yep, Doug's another.
See, another small world.
It's a small world, interwoven.
Yeah.
So I played.
We're out there.
Yep.
That's awesome.
And then the past couple of years, I played at his neighbor Michelle Messina.
Yeah,
her and her
great.
husband. Yeah, I play there too. So they're great people.
200 Dean Street.
200 Dean Street. This Saturday, baby.
Right, where all the smaller houses are, or just more tightly knitted. Group together.
Yeah.
Put more of the solo, duo performers.
Yeah. So you're not like drowning out the guy next to you kind of stuff, right?
Exactly. Or, the 7-piece band down the street.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha.
Are you doing a parking lot prophet song today?
No, I was going to do a cover of Teenage Dirtbag.
Okay.
So the parking lot prophets, that's just
you're in a band this year for Porchfest. You joined up with some other dudes.
Yep.
Other peeps. Are there any women in the band?
No.
All right, so just bros.
And you have no social media for the band.
No, this was like just put together.
Just put together. So
I knew. Well, again, Dan Gardo from the gym.
Who?
The drummer. Dan Gardo.
Sorry, I don't recognize that name anymore.
He's the.
Just kidding. Just kidding, Dan.
He's the drummer. And then a guy, Tom, plays lead guitar that I worked with years ago.
Yeah.
And Andy plays bass.
In all these years in my gym, I never knew Dan was a drummer.
I didn't know either until I was talking to somebody, and I said, we're looking for a drummer, and he said, ask Dan. And I was like, Dan who? He said, Dan Gardo. I'm like, I didn't know you played the drums.
Right.
He's great. He's a great drummer. So anyway, cool. Last year I did play with the guitar player and the bass player, and his son played drums last year. We did like an acoustic band. And then that his son moved and that kind of fell through. So then Tom and I, the guitar player, would still play together sometimes. And then we were like, you want to try to find a couple other people to play again? So then Andy said he'd play again. And then I asked Tom, so this is our first time playing in front of people as a band.
As a band. All right, cool. Well, that'll be interesting. Very cool.
It'll be fun, yeah. And we, we like...
So there's you, Dan, and 2 other people?
Yep, Tom and Andy.
All right, so there's 4-person band.
Yep.
And you're playing on Doug's porch?
The band is playing on Doug's porch, 251 Dean Street at 4.
At 4, and then solo you're going where?
At 245 Dean Street at 6.
Wait, at 240? Oh, at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, sorry, 245 is the porch.
Gotcha.
At 6 o'clock.
At 6 o'clock.
4 o'clock.
So you get a
porch 251.
And how long? So how many songs are you going to hit us with? The Porchfest. No, wait, the Parking Lot Prophets.
We have 45 minutes to play.
45.
Yeah.
All right. How many songs is that?
On our.
You have a set list?
Yes. On our list, there's probably 12 songs, but I don't.
You don't know if you're going to.
I don't know that we'll get through all of them. Yeah.
You have a list, and then you know, see what the crowd's doing.
Right,
like,
there could be some crowd interaction, or there could be none. And
Freebird, man.
Play straight through, or But.
So what type of music does the Porchfest Prophets play? Bluegrass?
Parking Lot Prophets.
Parking lot. What did I say?
Porchfest.
Oh, the Porchfest Prophets. Sorry.
Actually, that's a good name for a band.
I'm just saying, throwing it out there. Talk to me. I'll be your manager.
The cool thing about all these guys is, like, we have very similar taste in music, and it literally ranges from across the spectrum of all different genres of music. So we have some like alternative stuff, some Sublime, some classic rock, couple of punk covers, and then we put together this
original music?
No, it's an original version of, well, it's technically kind of copied off of these guys, the Big Push. They're in the UK, but they do this really cool cover of Sympathy for the Devil.
Oh, good song.
And so it's like the way, and then we kind of make it our own little version too. But it's really, I don't know, it's really cool and it's fun to play.
Yeah, I like when a band takes a song and kind of puts their own, what do they call it, stylings to the song. I mean, listen, that's what like Frank Sinatra. I don't think he sang one. I don't think any of the songs were originally his, or a majority of them. They were all other songs that he redid, and then it was like, different bands had different sounds that he would do with. I remember listening to like Sid Mark. He was like the big Frank Sinatra DJ guy, and he would, it was like Saturdays with Sid, Sundays with Sid, and like Fridays with Frank were his 2 big shows, I think, on WDAS or whatever station that was.
And it's hard not to do that with music. I mean, there's only
so many chords, so many notes, and so, what's old, what's old is new kind of thing. And it is like, how do I take this and add to it or take away sometimes?
Right. Or infuse a different sound. Very cool.
I've heard Nick Doak from the Westchester Music Academy, also a member of Dub C Daddies. Like, he does some solo gigs at like Barnaby's and happy hours. He does wedding venues. He does collaborations with other artists and things like that. But when I've seen him play, he'll take like a song and then put it to like a reggae thing. He'll do that, like, and and you're like, oh, that's that song, but it's different. Because when you're going to things and you want to hear music, and it's like, well, you kind of want to hear what you like.
You want to recognize.
Recognition is a big thing.
It is
for sure.
A huge thing. Yeah.
I mean, sometimes you have to hear a song a couple times and they go, oh, okay. Or not. I don't know. Some songs, that's what makes a hit, I guess. I know, talk to Rick Rubin. Maybe we can get him on the show. Eric, can you work on that? Love to talk to. I'd love to peel back the onions of that dude's mind. Have you ever watched any podcasts? Or interviews?
That dude's strange.
Oh, man. But you have to be. Be somebody, to take somebody who's an artist in their own creative realm, and now I'm going to be like, let me peel back what makes you your art, like to have that type of oversight and creativity to help blossom the flower of your creativity is got to be like, that's, your genius, like a Prince, like a Michael Jackson. If you've ever seen any of those documentaries about how they get so into like, no, it's not deet that doot, it's like doot that da. And you're like, what? And then how that completely changes a song or the feeling or whatever. It's amazing to me, because whatever that thing is, I don't have that thing.
And that's like when I first started taking like voice lessons, and I would play the songs for Tony.
Yeah.
She would say, "You're trying to play like Coldplay, and you're not Coldplay.
You got to find
You're not
find
Chris
Mike's
Martin. Like,
play.
Don't try to emulate the pros." She's like, take now some songs you just got to fill her and you just play them to go through. But she said you should have a bunch of songs that you just change them a little bit and make them yours.
Yeah.
So the other thing, usually like when I play my gigs, I close with, like I said, I like all kinds of music. Mm-hmm. So, they do a lot of like CrossFit competition song, big booty mix. Yeah. So like the mashups, I love that stuff.
Yeah.
So I made a mashup of, again, Sympathy for the Devil and Gin and Juice. So I usually close all my gigs with that one, because it's it's cool. It's a cool version.
I have not heard that. I'm excited to hear it, though. Will you?
I'll play that here. I'll play that this morning if you want to.
I would love to. I think we're in the 9 o'clock hour here. I think we got to take a break. Mary, you can stick, or Molly, excuse me. Molly, you can, my brain works a little faster than my tongue.
Okay.
You can stick around as long as you want through this. At 9:30, we have a hard stop because we'll have Sarah Smith from the Brandywine Valley SPCA. But let's take a quick break.
Stick around and listen to Mike.
All right, cool. We'll pay a couple bills, and then we're going to come back. Listeners, stay tuned. We're going to be listening to Mike D. He's going to give us a little taste, a little teaser, if you will, of his Porchfest and what's going to be going on.
You're listening to the WCHE Morning Show on 95.3 WCHE.
We're back with Mike D, the Mike D, the THEE _ Mike D, right? I think that's your Instagram.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think my music account, which is public, is at Mike _DEE _ music.
Ah, okay. There you go. All right, we're getting a little taste of what we might hear at Porchfest this weekend, this Saturday. It's going to be beautiful out there, folks. Mike's going to be playing at Dean Street. He's going to have two venues, one at 251 and the other at 254. No.
245.
What?
245.
245. 251 and 245.
And those are the addresses, not the time.
Those are the addresses, not the time. One's at 4 o'clock, 251.
Correct.
One at 6 o'clock, 245.
You got it.
Thank you, Molly. That's why you're the organizer.
Also, one quick note.
Yes,
please,
ma'am.
everybody out there listening, just check social media for updates, for information, and any changes having to do with Porchfest. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Over to Mike.
All right, that's Molly Hanford, she's the organizer, quote unquote, the chief organizing officer. She's the COO, chief organizing officer of I just gave you a title. She's the grand poobah of organization over at Porchfest. Check him out. Porchfest.
And I have lots of help, so thank you, everybody out there.
No, it's just you. Don't lie. The little people don't matter. Just kidding. All right, so we have Mike D. Mike, do we need to cue anything up? We're ready.
Ready?
Let's hear it.
A dream about her, she rings my bell. I got gym class in half an hour. Oh, how she rocks in kids and tube socks. But she doesn't know who I am, and she doesn't give a damn about me. 'Cause I'm just a teenage dirtbag baby. I'm just And he brings a gun to school and he simply kicks my ass. If he knew the truth, he lives on my block. He drives in Iraq, but he doesn't know who I am. And he doesn't give a damn about me, 'cause I'm just a teenage dirtbag baby. I'm just a teenage dirtbag baby. Listen to Iron Maiden, maybe with me. Ooh. Oh yeah, dirtbag. No, she doesn't know what she's missing. Oh yeah, dirtbag. No, she doesn't know what she's missing. Man, I feel like Mo. It's prom night and I am lonely, lo and behold. She's walking over to me, this must be fake. My lip starts to shake. How does she know who I am? And why does she give a damn about? I've got 2 tickets to Iron Maiden, maybe. Come with me Friday, don't say maybe. I'm just a teenage dirtbag baby like you. Ooh. Oh yeah, dirtbag. No, she doesn't know what she's missing. Oh yeah, dirtbag. No, she doesn't know what she's missing. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The studio audience loves it, Mike.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Calm down, everybody. Calm down. That was really good. I loved it.
Thank you.
I like that song, number one. That's a cool song. There's something about that song.
And it's interesting to hear it acoustically.
Yeah, it's a fun song. It's a cool song.
It's a fun song. It's a cool song. Now, one of the things is, when I first heard you sing, at a line. Oh, sorry. That's me. It's my phone. I was videoing Mike. You have come a long way in your musical talent. I can hear it in your voice. I could hear where when I sing, I'm a mimicker. Like, I can mimic things that, you know what I mean? Like, I can hear it and mimic it if I hear it enough. But when you can't, like, if the note isn't in your range or whatever, I was like, oh, how's he going to hit that note? And then that's where you made it your own. And where you found your voice. So going back to your your voice coach, lady, whatever her name was, thinking about singing and making it your own, I could hear that in this song. And it was so cool because we're in a studio here, so I could really hear how you were able to hit these qualities and bring about, like, what makes your voice, what made it good.
Thank you.
So great job. That was really cool. It was really cool to see your evolution. I think sometimes that's missing with things and artists and stuff. It's like, oh, you see the end product and, oh, wow, great. But how did we get here?
Right.
So that was cool for me to see that for you.
Yeah.
So nice job.
And that's what, like I said, I would get stuck on. And sometimes I still do, like, trying to sing the song how the original person sings it, and I can't hit those notes and stuff. So
yeah,
I've gotten.
Are you gonna play another song?
I'll play. Yeah, I'm gonna play. Like I said, I'll do a mashup that I created that is "Sympathy for the Devil" and "Gin and Juice" by Snoop Dogg. If you don't know what Gin and Juice is. my name. But what's puzzling you is the nature of my game. With so much drama in the dove sea, it's kind of hard being me, Mike D, but I somehow, some way keep coming up with like every single day. May I kick a little something for the G's and make a few ends as I breeze through 2 in the morning and the party's still jumping because my mama ain't home. I got some freaks in the living room getting it on and they ain't leaving till 6 in the morning. What you wanna do? I got a pocket full of rubbers and my homeboys do too. Shut up the lights and close the door. But for what? We don't love them girls. We can smoke an ounce of this. G's up, hold down while your mother's bouncing. Rolling down the street, smoking, and though I'm sipping on gin and juice, laid back with my mind on my money and my money on my mind. I'm rolling down the street, smoking, and though I'm sipping on gin and juice, laid back with my mind on my money and my money on my mind. I was around St. Petersburg when I saw it's time for change. I killed the Tsar and his ministers, Anastasia screamed in vain. I rode a tank, I held a general's rank when the blitzkrieg raged and the bodies stank. I am pleased to meet you, hope you guessed my name. But what's confusing you is the nature of my game. Now that I got me some Seager gin, everybody got the cup but they ain't chipped in. This type of stuff happens all the time. I gotta get yours before I gotta get mine. Everything is fine when you listen to the Mike D. I got the cultivating music that be captivating he who listens to the words that I speak as I take me a drink into the middle of the street. Get to smacking on this girl named Sadie. She used to be my homeboy's lady. It was 80 degrees when I told the girl, please raise these off these NUTs, cause you get none of these at ease. As I mob with the dog pound, feel the breeze and just rolling down the street, smoking, and though I'm sipping on gin and juice, rolling down the street, smoking, and though I'm sipping on gin and juice, lay back with my mind on my money and my money on my mind. Tell me, baby, what's my name? Tell me, darling, tell me what's my name. Tell me, baby, what's my name? Tell me, darling, tell me what's my name.
That was great.
All right.
That's fun. I love playing. That's fun.
Your kids must
Oh
love
man,
that.
the difference between the first song, obviously, hey,
That's
a little nervous, right? Because you're like, oh man, here I am, I'm on the radio. But then all of a sudden, man, you got so comfortable in that song, and I could just see the fun you're having, and that's what makes a great experience right there. That makes you connect with the audience. You're having a good time. I love that. I can't wait to hear more of that at Porchfest, not just from you, but all these other artists. How many bands again?
109.
109 bands. You can come out and see it. We're going to have a beautiful day here in the borough. Even if you're out there, you're listening, bring some friends. Westchester Porchfest. It is a great event. It's free. Lots of local artists. Guys like Mike D.
And please tip the artists if you can.
Oh.
I've
They put
asked,
little tip buckets
I've
out there?
asked the artists to bring merch and tip jars
There you
since
go.
they were playing for free.
Yeah.
And thank the hosts.
Awesome. We'll do that.
Thanks,
Molly
Steve.
Hanford, the chief organizing officer over there for Westchester Porchfest. Check out Porchfest. They got their own website. They're on Instagram. Check out all those things for updates in case there's any shifts in things with parking. There's going to be lots of parking. There's a shuttle. All these bands. We're going to have great weather.
Yes.
Mike, that was amazing. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thank
that was
you,
really good, man. I really enjoyed
Thank
that.
you, Aaron.
Awesome. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's just cool. I really respect you. I know who you are as a person, and like you were telling your story before, how it kind of makes you nervous. You don't really like being in the spotlight or those kinds of things. But I could see just that energy come out of you when you're playing something and you're having fun. And,
it is fun.
And that really means a lot to me that you shared that with us here in our audience. Thank you.
I appreciate you
so
giving
much.
me the forum, too.
Anytime, man. Anytime. You get some, anytime you have a gig and you want to shout it out, just like I told Molly, call us, man. Give us a call. Say, hey, I got a gig. I'm playing at the wherever, coming up and things. Do you have anything going on after Porchfest? Do you want to talk?
So I don't play a whole lot.
Yeah.
Regularly, I play Westchester Pizza Cafe. They have not put out their schedule yet, but I do play there regularly. And then everything else is usually, I'm terrible at promoting myself. It's word of mouth. I do really want to, I played at Levante one time, and I really want to play there again. I've reached out to them a couple times, so if there's anyone listening can put in a word.
Also, Westchester Borough has is it World Music Day?
Yeah, I play that every year, too. I cannot this year because we have plans.
Okay, never mind.
That's another great event.
That's another one that you should check into, Steve. I don't know who puts it together, but it's probably, you could reach out to John O'Brien, who's head of the Business Improvement District. I think he puts it together.
Okay.
But that's a great event. Musicians just play right in the borough, in front of stores and whatnot.
We'll check it out. Okay. Molly Hanford, thank you so much from Westchester Porchfest for coming in. Thank you for the mugs and poster that you brought us in. I can't wait to use it. And Mike D, continued success. I love to see you evolve and enjoying yourself. You're a good person, nice musician. I can't wait to see what you do with these other clowns.
It's going to be. It'll be fun. It'll be fun.
That's what it's about.
There's one of your fans out there right now. Did you see him? They were poking out the window.
No, I didn't see him.
All right. Well, listen, we're going to take a quick break.